Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the rest of 2024. This is from whenever you watch it to the end of 2024. You have this Tears of Remorse card. It says, make peace with your regrets and allow the past to guide your actions in the future. You have this Dolphin Spirit. It says, stop taking life so seriously and splash some joy in your everyday life. So you need more fun, Aries, that's for sure. It's funny because Libra, your opposite sign, had a very similar card about like needing to have more fun. So if you have Libra in your chart, I would definitely go watch that reading. But you start off with the King of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Five of Cups. This to me would kind of represent a conflict in your feelings and how you feel about something. You know, the King of Cups could be a person, but really I feel that the King of Cups, he's sitting in the middle of the ocean, and you know the story of the King of Cups is that he is exploring his emotions to a very deep level, and he is trying to kind of like figure out how he feels about, you know, pretty much everything in his life. And so he's trying to figure out like what direction he wants to move in or where he wants to go in his life. And you know, I feel that for a lot of you, that you have been exploring your emotions. But, you know, Five of Wands and Five of Cups would represent conflicted feelings about your future. And I kind of feel that's what the King of Cups is saying, is that maybe you have some conflicted feelings about your future. I feel like your solution is very simple. It's this boat that's right here. And the reason I say that is because you end with the Two of Wands. The boat on the King of Cups kind of represents exploring the unknown. The Two of Wands coming up in the area of the good stuff represents exploring the unknown. He is, you know, the story of the Two of Wands is that he thinks he knows everything. He thinks he's experienced and explored everything that he possibly can experience and explore, but he has a whole world in his hands. He could easily go explore new things, you know, the unknown, things that he's never done before. You know, I look at the Two of Wands as kind of like a card of variety, and so he needs variety, especially if you are an Aries that has been doing too much of the same stuff over and over and over again. Then I would say getting out into the world, exploring, having fun would be a great plan for you at the end of the year. You have the Five of Wands. Even the Five of Wands can represent adventure. You know, it does represent conflict and competition, but these people on this card, they are using sticks to fight. They're not using swords. So these people are training. They're learning how to fight. I used to call this card Indiana Jones because to me, the Five of Wands really kind of represents putting yourself in conflict or, you know, putting yourself in a position where you feel conflicted and you explore it. Just like the movies, Indiana Jones, he goes on these crazy adventures to get something that he wants. So I think it's time for you to kind of like adventure through conflict. And we're not talking about conflict like you're putting yourself in a fight or something like that. We're talking about conflict as in you're doing something that maybe you feel a little bit of resistance to. So this could be you kind of like stretching your skills, learning new things. You know, it's like maybe you need to put something, you know, present something to the world, but you're conflicted. And that's what I mean by putting yourself in conflict. You're not actually, you know, putting yourself in a real conflict. You have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups says you've been disappointed. You know, he's disappointed because he's lost his taste for wine. The Five of Cups has a very easy solution. He just needs to turn around, see these two cups, then he gets the bridge and the castle, and he will discover something new. So he is grieving the loss of something that he doesn't even enjoy anymore. Like, it's something he would never go back to. He doesn't like it anymore, and he needs to discover that there are like new things, new experiences that he can enjoy, but he has to like get out into the world and find those new experiences. So let's see. With the King of Cups, you have the King of Wands. Yes, I kind of just feel like this is saying that this is you. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, I really feel like you are embracing the King of Cups energy, which is good. You know, the King of Cups says explore your emotions, go explore how you feel about everything, and take some time to think about it. And you know that could lead to some positive results. But I really feel that's just saying that's you. With the Five of Wands, you have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands has been through a lot of battles. He is the wounded warrior, so he has battled a lot, but he needs to not give up. You know, he needs to keep going, and he is continuing to go one more time. He has that one wand in his hand, so he's giving something another shot. And the Two of Wands, he has one wand in his hand, and so he is about to make some progress, and you know, he's about to have a new adventure. So I feel like both of these cards kind of play off each other very well. With the Five of Cups, you have the King of Pentacles. With Five of Cups with the King of Pentacles is when something becomes too mundane. Something becomes boring, right? And so that is definitely the Five of Cups. He has drank too much wine, and he's had so much that he just doesn't even enjoy it any longer. It's become too routine. And I kind of get that feeling for you in this whole first row that it's not bad energy. I just feel something has become too routine. It's become boring. And that's maybe you're kind of looking to spice up your life a little bit here, or you're looking for something more exciting. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this relax card. I love when people tell me to relax. And you have this flow card. So you're probably getting into a better flow through relaxation or relaxing into the energy. I do feel like you need some relaxation time. It would be a great time to take a vacation at the end of the year, or do something nice for yourself, take care of yourself. I also think it would be a great time to dream. There's on that flow card, there's a string from that chair that's kind of going out to the moon. And so I think it would be a great time for you to dream big, or for you to imagine things. You have the Justice card, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Cups. The Justice card, funny enough, the Justice card is telling me that maybe you've wasted your time on something, or maybe you feel like you've wasted your time on something for too long. That's not what justice means, but again, I read intuitively, and that's definitely the message I'm getting off of this card. It's like you invested your energy into something that wasn't giving you energy back, and it could be a person, place, or a thing, doesn't really matter, but I think that what you are looking for is more balance. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is not really a card of balance either, but it is a card of kind of teamwork and producing a solid result. And so maybe you've been working on something that is no longer producing a result. Could be, again, a person, a place, or a thing where you put your energy into it and it's like you're not getting enough out. The Seven of Cups, again, would be the dreaming. You have that flow card. Like I said, that string on that flow card is attached to the moon. The Seven of Cups is about imagining an outcome to something that you're working on. He is imagining good good things and bad things in those cups on the Seven of Cups, but he really needs to produce whatever he's thinking about and find out. So we go up from here. It's like you're working, I feel for some of you, this clearly is work or business related. It's like you're working on something, you've been doing the same thing for years maybe. Now you're kind of dreaming of bigger and better things. And then the Three of Pentacles would say you need to, if you're dreaming of something bigger and better, you need to put it out into the world and see what the result is going to be. Really, there is no solution for the Seven of Cups. Well, the solution is to bring that dream down to earth. So again, if you have a business and it's gotten boring or stale, and maybe you need to make some upgrades or do things differently, and if you start presenting it in a different way, then you are working with the Seven of Cups because you're putting the result into the world. The Three of Pentacles says you have nothing to worry about here. It's Three of Pentacles is quality work. So if you're thinking about doing something different in your business or your career, it would be a good time to do it. You have the Six of Cups. Yeah, more playful energy in this reading. I think your first card here said something about, where was it? oh, the Dolphin card. It says stop taking life so seriously, right? Needing more playfulness or needing to be more playful in life would be a great idea with the Six of Cups here. We also have polka dots on the Three of Pentacles, and polka dots in the tarot represent needing to be more playful. Polka dots usually come up, there's only two cards that have real polka dots, Seven of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. And the polka dots come up in readings when we are taking things too seriously, or we're attaching an outcome to something, Seven of Cups, right? The reason he's not getting started on bringing that dream down to earth is because he's attaching an outcome to it. He is thinking of all the good things and bad things that could happen if he were to get started, or if he were to present something to the world, whether it's a, love, business, or otherwise, doesn't really matter. He needs to find out what the result is going to be. With the Justice card, you have the Empress. This is pretty great because this tells me that you are taking care of yourself more. So again, if you were in a relationship with that Justice card that is, as I described, out of balance, where you weren't really getting anything out of it, or even if it's a job, the Empress would say you are actively valuing yourself more. She's a card of self-care. She also understands her value, and so she values herself. She doesn't put herself in situations where she's not getting anything out of it, right? She understands that she can't cheat herself, and I kind of feel that with the Empress card. Next, with the Seven of Cups, you have the Queen of Swords. Again, pretty good. The Queen of Swords says that you see clearly. You are seeing through the illusion of the Seven of Cups, right? She sees clearly for the first time. she only has clouds halfway up her body, and so she is, potentially seeing a future in something before she actually has it. With the Six of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles. Again, would kind of be childlike energy. The Page of Pentacles is the card of studiousness. He's like willing and able to learn new things so that he can complete his journey. And so I feel for a lot of you that you are willing and able to create, kind of like, imagine, or you're able to at least learn how to bring something down to earth. And we kind of see that here, going Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, if he leaves the top of his castle there, he is going to have to learn new things because he is stepping into the unknown. And, I think your first and your last card, King of Cups and the Two of Wands, are really encouraging you to step into the unknown. You have this Maiden card. It says a new relationship blossoms. You have this Gate card. It says a barrier keeps you from your goals. So I think that for some of you, there definitely could be new love here. It's not like a super love reading or anything like that, but, you definitely have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups, the Empress, someone could find you very attractive. So I feel for a lot of you, this could be, new love that's coming in. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Six of Wands. I think that the barrier that is preventing you from achieving something is the Seven of Cups. Too much imagination, not enough action, right? And, I feel the Three of Pentacles is also encouraging that action through presentation. The reason I say that is because he is presenting his result right here, And the whole point of the Three of Pentacles is that he has done a really good job. The Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work. So if you are hesitating getting started on, that next project or that next business or that next idea, I would not hesitate because, again, I think that you are much more capable. I have found over the years that I think people really, really underestimate what they're capable of doing and or they overestimate what they need to do when they're about to, launch a project or start something. So a little bit of like imposter syndrome here. It's like what you think you need to do is like way up here. Like what you actually need to do a good job is way down here, right? So I think for a lot of you, this is saying, really there's no reason to hesitate. You're going to do a good job, especially for those of you that are thinking about launching something or starting a project or whatever. You have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about walking away from things that no longer serve you. It's kind of interesting because, I feel like some of you are, let's say you are working with a group and they're just not pulling their weight. That Empress was saying to me that you're kind of like cheating yourself out of results because, other people aren't pulling their weight. So I think what you could be walking away from is a situation where you're maybe working with other people and they're just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. This could also be in a relationship. This could be your family. It could be anything. And, I'm one of those people, I don't think we have to, unless someone is super toxic, I don't think we have to cut people out. We don't have to completely eliminate them from our lives. But we can balance the energy. We can make sure we're not giving too much. We can make sure that we're not spending so much time with those people. And I feel like that's what the Eight of Cups is saying. You have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands says you are meant to be successful no matter what. And, you have this person right here who is meant to look jealous on the Six of Wands. So it's like no matter what, people are always going to be jealous of your success. And maybe you have family members or people you're dealing with that really don't like your success, but I think you have to do it anyway. So I think that it would be a great time for you to embrace your success, or it would be a great time just to rise up. Sometimes I think people are afraid to reach this level of success because they're afraid of, sorry, that didn't work. They're afraid of what people will say and all that other stuff. But it's like people are going to talk no matter what, right? So because people have nothing better to do. So I think it's time for you to kind of become a doer, right? And it's like people who don't do are always going to have something to say. You are always going to have people who try to drag you down. And, I think if you just ignore it, right, that's the best thing that you can do. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles. You always get this card with me. And I always say to you, Aries, that you need to back up and look at how much work you have done. I think this is the secret sauce for you in 2024, or this could be the secret of your success. If you look at how much work you have done and what you've accomplished, it's like starting that next idea or, starting that next business or starting that next relationship will be so much easier because you've been through so much, right? He needs to step back and look at everything he has accomplished, because then he will realize that what he's about to do is very easy. He has this is a card of mastering your craft, and he only has like one more pentacle to complete before he's mastered his craft. So you've done a lot, and I think you need to realize that. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, sorry, I'm choking, but sorry, we're taking a sip here. But the Seven of Pentacles is about a change in direction, and he's looking at those pentacles and what he's accomplished, and he has already experienced that. Again, something has become boring for you. I feel it. The Five of Cups and the King of Pentacles. He's looking at these pentacles, and he's produced a result, but, he's kind of ready to grow something different. Like he has grown all these pentacles, but, maybe he can do something to grow more pentacles or a different color pentacle or whatever. And, he needs to go explore what he is capable of growing, because he's meant to grow as much as possible. With the Six of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, can't make this up. He's got these new fields behind him on the Knight of Pentacles. The whole point of the Knight of Pentacles is that he needs to go plant new seeds. So, and he's hesitating. He is overthinking what he is about to do. He's the only knight that isn't moving in the tarot. So I think it's time for you to kind of go plant seeds in a new field. Next, you have this, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Night Moon. It says shadow work. I think you've done a lot of shadow work. Again, that Eight of Pentacles says you've done a lot of work on yourself and probably everything else, and you need to look at all the work you've done. You have this moon called, it says meant to be on it. So for a lot of you, if you're attracting love, I feel like there is a person that's coming in for you. I feel like the two of you fit like a glove, is what I feel like saying. So again, I'm going to skip forward to this Two of Cups because, I kind of feel like there is a person that you're attracting into your life. They could be very different than your usual type, but I feel like the two of you fit together very, very well. And I think that's something you'll notice is that you're not the same. Is that you both have maybe very different belief systems, or maybe you have very different ideas of life, or maybe different hobbies as well. But I actually feel like it fits very, very well together. I think what you'll notice is that if you're attracting a person at the end of the year here, it's more of a compliment to your life. It's like you're not exactly the same. You both have your own, kind of like independent ideas. It feels very independent to me. And it's like, it's not like you're not going to be together. It's like, I think sometimes people think like, oh, independent, I'm not going to be with this person. It's like, no, I think you are independent and you'll be very happy when you are spending time together, but you also have your own things. And, I think that's where, this connection could be going. Your first card is a Two of Wands. Two of Wands about taking the lead and really making something happen. So I think it would be a great time for you to take the lead on things that you're working on. I think it would be an amazing time for you to go, explore all the flavors of life and, go explore new things. So if there are things that you want to try, I would do it, no matter how small it may seem. Like maybe you want to go take a cycling class or something like that. I would go do all those exploratory activities because, number one, we're in a time of exploration. Number two, that's where we're going to discover the answers for everything that we're looking for answers for. And so I think that, mostly I feel this way because, I believe we're moving from competition to co-creation, right? And so it's like when you go do things like a class, or you go enjoy yourself, or you go take advantage of like a hobby or something like that, you're more in that co-creative energy. And, that's why I always encourage people to do those things. It's like you're not going to get your answers from hard work, right? That doesn't mean you won't be working hard, but that's not where you're going to get the answers. So I think everybody at this time needs to, balance out the energy and do something fun. You have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is coming up in the area of the good stuff, and the Five of Pentacles would say you're coming out of the cold. So, a lot of you could be stepping into just a more abundant time. With the Two of Wands, you have the Knight of Swords. I feel like someone's rushing into your life, really. So you could have a new person who's coming in for you, and again, this person could be coming in with like quick communication, or this could be something that moves very quickly. With the Two of Wands, you have the Five of Pentacles again. The Five of Pentacles, again, this would say that you are kind of like leaving behind a period where you've been feeling left out in the cold, and you could be discovering a new person. Page of Pentacles could be a new person who's entering into your life. And then with the Five of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is amazing. Definitely building, wealth, even this way, right? We go Empress, Seven of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. This would be amazing for building wealth or increasing your finances. But the Ten of Pentacles is really everything you want and desire in your life. The Ten of Pentacles forms the tree of life. So you could be attracting, more abundance just in general. Yeah, here you go. You have this acquisition card. This is my fancy couple card. It could be an earth sign, by the way. You have King of Pentacles, which is Taurus. This card right here is Taurus. You have the Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. You have the Empress, which is Taurus. So, definitely, sorry, I'm just dropping cards. But definitely could be a Taurus that you're attracting. Doesn't have to be, but, stands out. So this is my fancy couple card. Definitely could be a good couple. You have this negotiation card here. I feel like you're done negotiating, though. That's the thing. You have the Justice card, which would be negotiation, and you have this negotiation card, and I think you're looking for balance. You're looking to create more balance in your life. Next, you have this power card, Two of Wands, for sure. The Two of Wands is a card of taking the lead and gaining power, and you have the power card, so a lot of you are taking control. Next, you have this idealism card. I do feel like there is a kind of like an ideal situation coming in. Nothing is perfect. Of course not. That is, fairyland where things are perfect, right? So we don't live in La La Land. We live in the real world. So nothing is perfect, but I do feel you could be attracting kind of like a relationship or a connection that is more ideal, I'll say. And finally, you have this endurance card. Yeah, you haven't given up, which is the good thing. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is kind of a card of endurance and not giving up and continuing to move forward. So I feel like that is going to be good for you as well. But this looks really good, Aries. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.